7 steps to become a better listener. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, let's go. Okay, so today we're going to be on the social aspect. So how to become a better listener. So I'm going to go through 7 points that you can apply today that will make you a better listener overnight. So the first 6 points are the points I use on a daily basis. And then the 7th one that I'm going to talk about at the end of the video, it's kind of the next level stuff. Like if you master this, game over. Like you just become, just a great person to hang out with. Hi, my name is Guy, and quick disclaimer, I'm not a coach, I'm not a guru, I'm not trying to sell you a $99 PDF of things you can find on Google for you to become a better listener. The goal of this channel is just to share the knowledge I got through my life. I came in the US, I was 23 with nothing. I built a successful company, became a millionaire at 27. I made a bunch of mistakes. I want to make sure that you guys don't do them. So my goal is genuinely to help. That's the guarantee I give. All right, let's get started. Today we're going to start with a social skill, which is very important and that actually helped me a lot through my life. It's becoming a better listener. Okay, so just to a little bit of backstory, I used to be a very bad listener, especially when my first company got very successful. I became kind of an asshole or an arrogant. I was not listening to people anymore. And what I realized is the less I was listening, first, the less I was learning, the less I was likable, because people felt they could not express themselves next to me. So I said, you know what? I need to work on that. And let me tell you guys, it changed my whole life. Because it changed my social life. And the moment your social life changes, all the remaining aspects of your life change as well, which is pretty awesome. Okay, so if you become a better listener, first of all, you're going to become more likable, a better friend, and on top of it, you're going to learn a lot more about life in general. Because the best way to learn is to listen to people. Why? Because you listen to their failures, so you don't do the same. You listen to their successes, so you copy them and do the same. You don't copy them, but become inspired by them, and just you learn about life in general. You learn about opportunities, you learn about things you could do in your own life. It's just everything works. Okay, so let's get started. 7 steps to become a better listener. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, let's go. First step, the 80-20 rule. When you talk to someone, they talk 80% of the time, you talk 20% of the time. It's very simple. 80-20 rule. Okay, so try it. If they say 8 words, you just say 2. If you guys talk for 10 minutes, they talk for 8, you talk for 2. Okay, so those are the proportionality. You don't want just to be a mute. They're gonna need to have some conversation with you. So you still need to talk and play some words, in the right spots to get that 20%, and then make sure the conversation becomes, interactive. But let them do the talking at 80%. Okay, step number 2, keep your eyes on them. I used to be very distracted before. I think I have like ADD or something, maybe you can tell. I don't know. But I used to, when someone was talking to me, if there was something in the background, like a hot girl walking around or whatever, car, my eyes used to deviate and just go around. And then automatically the feeling, and I'm sure you felt it sometimes, you talk to someone and then you see their eyes going somewhere else, and you're like, dude, this guy is not listening to me, dude. Okay, this dude. And then you leave. Make sure you keep eyes on them. And sometimes it's hard, especially if the person is really, really boring and your brain needs something to be entertained, especially because you're used to have notifications on your phone every 30 seconds. Right now, your brain has those patterns of wanting to be entertained all the time. Focus on their eyes. And it's a muscle you're going to develop over time. At the beginning, it will be hard. And then, after it will be just like normal, right? You have a conversation with someone, you just look at them in the eyes. And then also it will make you a little bit more trustworthy. And everything you say is going to sound a little bit more genuine and once again, trustworthy. So even when you talk, it's a good thing to do. Step number 3 to become a good listener is you're going to have to work on it. It's a muscle you're going to develop over time. It's not something that's going to happen overnight. You're still gonna find people really boring. You're still gonna find people a little bit cringy. You're still gonna find people a little bit weird, and that's normal. Okay, now the question is, once you have those feelings, oh, this guy is weird, I want to cut the conversation, you're gonna have to train yourself to say, hey, it's cool. Maybe there is something I can learn down the line. I can't tell you how many times I was bored by someone to death. Like I wanted to run away from the guy or the girl or whatever. They were not entertaining, like I just couldn't take them. The moment I wanted to cut the conversation, they say something, I'm like, oh, that's interesting. I go deeper with them and I'm like, you know what, that was a killer conversation. I learned something amazing. This guy is awesome. So you never know, okay? So make sure you train that muscle. So if someone is boring, keep going. Oh, it's boring, it's all good. Okay, I'm listening to you, keep the good work, bring the words, I'm right here. 2 ears on, I'm listening to you, brother. Train that muscle. It's not gonna be easy at the first time, but then you'll get used to it. What I do sometimes now is, if I find someone really, really boring, I force myself, because I like to challenge myself all the time. So I force myself to re-engage with them. So they say the story super boring and I'm like, okay, but tell me more about this. And I know it's gonna be still very boring, but I just do it for the challenge, and at the end it trains that muscle. Or the day I really need to be a good listener because, I don't know, who knows what happens in life, I need to meet someone that this guy knows, whatever. I can handle it and do it the right way. Point number 4, ask questions. Okay, so the best way to show you're engaged and you're a good listener is, if they are saying a story, make sure that you ask questions about that story. That's something that really takes listening skills. So you cannot just say, okay, go on. Keep going. That's awesome. Those works well. Okay, but the best is when you ask a question about what they said before. For example, they are telling you a story about their mom, and you're like, hold on, where does your mom live already? Oh yeah, okay, she lives there. Okay, cool. Okay, yeah, keep going. Okay, so this was where she was living, right? This was in Portland, right? Okay, cool. Okay, I get it. You ask questions like that. Now, point number 5 is you have to mirror the person. So mirroring the person, make sure you don't sound too fake either. But basically, if they're very depressed, don't show up like super happy and hyper, right? If they are talking very slow and very low, you can match the tone of voice a little bit, but normally it's something you do naturally, but try to focus on it a little bit more to make sure you mirror their attitude and the way they're talking. Ideally, it's not a big deal, but sometimes someone that's very, slow and, like that, and then they want to be like, soft with their voice. Sometimes they just need to be shaken up, and then at the end they're gonna find you entertaining because you're completely the opposite of them. So it doesn't work all the time, but try to mirror just at least the mindset, okay? If someone is super excited, be excited. If someone is depressed, well, don't show up excited, obviously, right? Point number 6, share the emotions with them, okay? If they are telling you a story and they're super excited about it, say, dude, it's dope. I love that story. Keep going, man. It's amazing. Just try to enter in their head and get into their story as much as possible, and they're gonna feel like we're really engaged to them, and you guys are gonna have a blast, going around that story. Now, point number 7, okay, this one is next level. It's like once you get the first 6 points, then you can reach the point number 7. If you really listened well to all the conversations you had with that person, you relate to the conversations you had before with them, okay? So for example, they told you a story about their dog. That story was not very interesting, but you know what? You remember the name of the dog. And then now they bring up another story and they're at their house and they are telling a story about the stuff that happened in their kitchen, and you're like, oh, by the way, was Billy here when he saw that? And that's the name of the dog. The guy is gonna be mind blown. What the this guy remember the name of my dog? He's awesome. I love him. Dude, this guy is my boy. I want to be his friend. He's like such a good listener. He's my friend. We're connected. We have that thing going on. And then boom, you just became a good listener and you became likable. And that's the magic of becoming a good listener. So just put those 7 steps together. I'm going to put them in the description anyway to make sure you remember them. That was it for today. I'm so glad you guys watched the video until the end. Welcome to Conscious Guy. Every day we just become a better human on many aspects of life. Today was a social aspect. If you have any comments or if you want to share any story of someone really boring that told you a story and then you still handled well and became a good listener, I would like ideally that this comment section become like added value to the content. So if the content is about becoming a better listener, share stories in the comments, about how you messed up not being a good listener with your mom or your family or someone else, or how you did great, and then like this we can all learn from it. Okay, and I make sure I pin the comment that add the most value, and then I bring it up in the next video for sure. So thank you for listening. Watch you on the next video. If you want, you can subscribe if you like what you see and you feel you want to become a better human, and we can all do that together. I want to create a community of people that just want to become better. Then subscribe to it, and I can guarantee you great content coming every day so you become a better human. All right, see you guys. That was Conscious Guy, and I see you very soon. Bye.